going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to Reynolds Razorback Stadium, home of the Arkansas Razorbacks. The Razorbacks will kick it away first. He'll bring it out. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. So South Carolina's offense takes the field for the first time today. And David, if you like big plays, and I know you do, and highlight reel catches, and I know you do, we've got a guy for you on this offense.
Man, it's so fun to watch him, not for defensive coordinators and defensive players, but this is a guy that can make plays. All over the field. He will be highlighted. Just the speed, the playmaking, the catching ability. Jesse, he will make plays early and often.
Man, it is so nice as a quarterback when you have a guy like that lining up, because you can just throw it anywhere in his vicinity and trust he's going to find a way to get it done and make the catch. Even when he's defended, he is always open, and you're going to see him line up all over the field, and he'll get the ball in a variety of ways.
And I like the defense being aggressive. They heated up that RPO. They didn't even give him time to read it. I'm getting in the backfield right now, making a play, being aggressive, bringing the fight to the offense.
Just got to wonder, too, guys, if the crowd didn't impact the offense. They're playing on the road on the first third down of this football game. Incomplete. The idea here, I think, just punt it away.
And he loses the football on the return. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. Wants to throw. It's Floyd. Flushed out of the pocket. He'll throw it. Competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about creating momentum out of the gate. Both of these teams had this game circled all offseason, David. They know what's riding on the line.
There's so much riding on the line. Who gets to Atlanta down the road? Bragging rights, recruiting rights, all this stuff. Once you get in conference play, it means a lot every single week.
Under fire. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. The Gamecocks trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Back to pass on second down. Right on the money. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense.
And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Gamecocks!
Well, I love the decision-making by the quarterback, going to his go-to receiver in that situation of the game, but defense, come on. You got to know that's the guy the QB is looking for.
And he puts through the extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So the Arkansas Razorbacks offense will get the ball for the first time. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. He'll keep it himself. Banging, slithering whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football. That time on the option play, I know he doesn't pick up the first down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. And the Razorbacks line up to punt it away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Here's the return. And you make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play.
Woo, deep breath, right, man? You fumble that thing, you cough it up, you're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
The give to the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
You're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Catch in the middle, it's Bennett. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. And the Gamecocks will punt it away on 4th down. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Just a wall of defenders everywhere he looks, and he's guided out of bounds after a short return. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. They'll run it from the gun. Makes a man miss. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
On 3rd and short, the run and looking for the first down. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into 4th down. The Razorbacks will send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. No fair catches here, looking for room. He'll get it to about the 25. They put a stop to the return. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. Didn't get anything done, 3 and out on their last series. They'll try to find a rhythm here. Looking to throw, it's Lindsey. With the catch, it's Clark. Turning it on! Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down.
Get the big-time receiver involved early in the game. That's a huge key for this offense, no matter who they're playing against. But you can see, with his size, with his ability after the catch, this guy is a weapon, and he's putting this defense on alert early.
They'll run the screen. No, sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Wants to go up top. Got a man, it's Clark. Put it right on him. Sweet play, good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down. The Gamecocks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw it. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting to throw going his way. They put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
And they do a really good job. Not as easy as it looks to get those blocks. And he picks up the first down. Pass completion moves the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Looking to throw on first down. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
Well, the defense comes away with the pick there with their nickel personnel. I think moving forward, if you're on offense, when you see that personnel on the field, you want to run the ball against it because you got smaller guys out there. Or if you're going to throw, think about quick screens outside when you have tight ends flexed on the perimeter, bigger bodies blocking smaller guys.
And that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
He's got an open man. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. The Hogs getting it done through the air, evoking memories of Ryan Mallett.
And that's what the fans of Arkansas want to see. They've always got that physical ground game. They always want to have a little bit of balance. And when they get that balance, they get that offense cooking, they get everybody pretty excited. You might even get a woo, pig city.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Back to throw, it's Diggs. Makes the grab, it's Brown.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. The defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Snagged out of the air. They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on third down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the first. Well done.
And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. And the Razorbacks with a second and short to keep this drive moving. They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about.
And the rush will get to him at the 25.
And that is a huge play for the defense. Offense has it in your red zone. You're trying to knock them out of field goal range. The only way you do that is by creating negative plays, and they get the sack.
Handoff to the single running back. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Ninth play of the drive coming up, but this one will be tough. Third and long. He's looking downfield to throw. Unloads to the wideout. He's got it. Touchdown, Razorbacks. A great catch and run for 6.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, Dave. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. They'll try the run. And he'll pick up a few yards before he's dragged down, and that'll be the end of the first quarter. Both teams made no secret they wanted to target their big play receivers, and they've done just that in the first. We've got a good one going here, and looking forward to keeping those vibes going here in the second quarter. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. Back to the ground game on the left. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
Good goodness, that happened fast. He was in the backfield before the ball was even snapped.
Oh, man, adrenaline pumping, heart beating a little faster. There is some intensity on that one. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. And the Gamecocks send out the punt unit. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Fair catch is brought in at the 43, and they are set up nicely. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. They unleashed an aerial assault last time and took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. They've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
Handoff from the gun. Spins away from the defender. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
Wow, what an impressive-looking run. You think back to some of the greatest rushing offenses in the SEC in recent years. Remember that offense that had Darren McFadden and Felix Jones both in the backfield, sometimes taking wildcat snaps? Nobody could stop them. This dude, I think, could have broken his way into that rotation with his ability. This guy's sick.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
To the air, it's Diggs. Finds his tight end. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat, I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the defense.
Here's the pressure. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
You know, as quarterbacks, you've got to be good in the pocket. Even when things are collapsing and you've got guys swiping at it, you've got to have two hands on the football. Didn't do a really good job with ball security there, and that led to the fumble.
The give to the back. Got enough for the first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Wants to throw on first down. Setting up the screen. Inside the 25. He gets it past the first down marker, and a really nice job to set up that screen and move the sticks. The Gamecocks are threatening in the red zone. The pull and throw off the RPO. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down.
A great job by the defense seeing it right away, reacting to the screen, going and getting the football, and getting the fast playmaker on the ground.
Big moments, and one of those has arrived. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got it on the move. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Football, you hear the term quick but don't hurt. And you can tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. I think he hurried it a little bit too much. Got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate in his pass.
They'll run it left, looking for the end zone here. What a nice job by the defense to string it out, not give him any kind of alley, and knock him down for a loss.
And that's a great stop by this defense. 2nd down and goal. Getting a lost yardage play, now putting your defense in a better position for 3rd down.
On 3rd and goal, they'll try to throw it in. Nice move to keep running.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
And on 4th down, here comes the field goal unit. The attempt is no good. And here in the 2nd quarter, missed field goal leaves us tied, guys.
And that's frustrating. I mean, you put a drive together, you're in scoring zone. Like, this is a green zone. You should be making all of these kicks, these short field goals, the chip shots. Kickers have to come through. They got to do their job.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Here's the handoff. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Man, oh man, am I upset at my offensive line to give up penetration that fast? Man, we blinked and missed it.
He barely got the ball, and he just got destroyed immediately. What a great play. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Looking for a man. It's Diggs. Pocket breaking down. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
This offense is going to have to come up with a plan to block this guy. He is an absolute monster, and he showed you all his tools on that sack.
Punt is in the air on 4th down. Hauls it in, looking for space. He just about took that one all the way to the house. They finally get him down after a tremendous return. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. A blown opportunity, missing that short field goal on the last drive, and now they'll try to put something on the board here. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Trying to get the corner. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues.
This is a hard defense to run to the outside against because of their speed. You saw in that last play their ability to go sideline to sideline, win at the point of attack as they shut down that sweep play.
Yeah, and it's also hard when you get in the red because what do we do on defense? We bring in all the big bodies, so there's not a lot of space in there to run. I like getting the ball on the perimeter. You toss it out there, you run it back. He gets out there faster. Got a positive game. Still a couple plays here left, too.
With the run on 1st and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, South Carolina. When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Back to pass, it's Diggs. The short hands, it's Ferguson. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
We're at the 2-minute timeout. It's been a good one so far. Opportunity for this offense perhaps to take the lead before halftime. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. And the rush will get to him at the 25. Got to get to the line quickly for this 3rd down play. From the gun, wants to pass. Here comes the heat. And this defense is bringing the heat. Another sack. The Razorbacks will punt this one away. 3 and out. They got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He gets a block. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on him. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Makes the catch. It's Bennett. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground cover to pick up the 1st. Off the play fake. Bringing the heat. Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground. And the Gamecocks in the hurry-up. Wants to go up top on first down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Brought down at the 31. It is a first down. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. The Gamecocks getting set on 1st and 10. Dropping back, it's Lindsey. Gets it to him on the screen. They'll make the stop, but not before they use the screen beautifully and pick up the first down. And the Gamecocks have pushed it inside the 20. Looking to pass inside the red zone. Quickly complete. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Second down, he'll throw it. Quick screen to the speedster out wide. Touchdown, Gamecocks. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Man, what great offensive execution. You talk about addressing a 2-minute situation and using almost all of the clock, adding to your lead and creating more momentum going into the half. Great execution by this offense.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Waning seconds of the first half. Let's see how they handle it. One man in the backfield, and he gets it. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Back to pass, it's Diggs. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. A first half that saw a little bit of everything there in Fayetteville. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. And with that, let's hear another hog call and send it back to the guys in Razorback Stadium.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. If they're going to get on top in this game, they're going to have to find a way to get the running game going in the second half.
Agree, so it can create some more balance, some more unpredictability. I feel like this defense has got a good beat on what they're doing, especially if they don't mix it up a little bit. So I do look for a little second half running the football from out of this group.
And I think the thing, Dave, is they just got to be more physical. I don't think this is a scheme question about trying different run plays. I think it's up to the big fellas up front. They've just got to make the decision that they're going to be tougher here in the second half so that we can win this game.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Rush is on him. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
And this offense has to do a better job protecting their quarterback. They're already down 2 possessions. You know the pass has to come at some point, but they got to keep him clean. They can't get behind the sticks consistently. They've got to start to narrow this gap.
Pressure coming. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Quickly out to the tight end. And they pick up just a few on that completion. And the Razorbacks will bring the punt team onto the field. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. He'll field the punt and try to make something happen. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing.
There he goes. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead. They know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
Scanning the field, it's Lindsey. Snagged in the middle, it's Bennett. What a cut, now he's loose. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
They'll throw it from the red zone. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
That's a good example there of complementary defense. The DBs and linebackers are playing zone, they're playing their spaces, and they force the QB to have to hold the ball, try to work through his progressions, and then the pass rush, they win up front.
That last sack got them behind the sticks. It's 2nd and long here. Grabbed in the middle, it's Clark. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. 4th down and less than a yard, and of course the offense is going to stay on the field. Trying to do it on the ground. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal.
You just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career. Just haven't been able to get him going early in this game. That was a pretty good run there. Let's see if he can turn it on here in the second half.
And they get nothing. The ball remains at the 2-yard line. These fans raising the volume on 2nd and goal. Makes the catch. Touchdown, Gamecocks. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead. And they knock through the extra point, and they're up 28-7. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. There's still plenty of time, but you see that 21-point deficit, and there is a sense of urgency now. Lost one deep down the right side. Good hands in there by the defense to force the incompletion.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a 1st down at the 38. Back to throw, it's Diggs. Got his man quickly. Crosses the 45, out of bounds at the 47-yard line, and a solid play there.
That play was designed to go to the running back. They were hoping they were going to get man coverage, and one-on-one, that back is going to win that matchup every single time.
They stop him at the 42, but they get it across midfield, pick up 10 and the 1st down.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, it'll be hard to stop.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Got some room to run. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. There have been few obstacles for this offense as they are starting to pull away here in the second half, Jesse.
And this has been a dream game for this play caller too, right? It's like anything that he's calling is working flawlessly.
Yeah, it's fun to be the offensive coordinator, but not the defensive coordinator. They have had no answers. It's been an absolutely miserable day trying to solve the riddle of this offense.
Intercepted, and finally this defense makes a play. He'll try to take it back. Touchdown, Arkansas! The defense gets it done with that huge interception return. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught. And he didn't. The pick six.
Hey, these guys can play offense too. Now look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back.
And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. That last pick six after a drive like that, David, can swing the momentum of a game.
The defense is still celebrating. I mean, such a big play. I mean, they gave up some yards but did what they're supposed to do. Now, Jesse, this offense has to put a drive together.
Yeah, they have to recapture some momentum here. What they can't do is go 3 and out and give the ball right back.
And he'll be run out of bounds, and these guys are piling up some serious yardage totals. That's the type of explosive play you love to start a drive with. First down from the 42. Now he's going to break the pocket. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
All right, this quarterback is going to have to start playing with a clock going off in his head. He knows he cannot hold on to the football too long with players like that getting after him.
Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved when I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming. The Gamecocks will call on their punt team. They'll look to pin him deep. He'll field the punt and look for room. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he stopped. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
To throw, it's Diggs. Looking down the middle. Got his man downfield. Makes the grab and knock down, and he's got it at the 25-yard line. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another first down. Looking downfield on first down. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. Really need to find a productive play this time on second and long. Looking to fire. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
Man, this guy is just starting to take this game over. Sack on first down, sack on second down, and now on third down, this offense, they better identify where this guy's lining up, and they better get him double-teamed because they can't block him right now.
On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield.
Another sack on the day. This offense has to do something different. Maybe bring in more bodies, run max protection, keep more guys in the block, only send a couple guys out to run pass patterns. You got to do something different. But bottom line, you got to protect that QB.
And they'll get downfield and make the tackle right at the 16-yard line. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Oh, they're after him. Got his man on the outside. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
When they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field, you saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though. How quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
Fires to the right. Got his man. And he's still running after the move. Gashing the knee on the right. Touchdown, South Carolina. And they take it in for 6 more points.
I like it. You're backed up towards the end zone, and you go aggressive and spin the football, try to make the big play, and do they ever. 90-plus yards to the house. Who needs space? I'll take 6.
And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody, based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. Kickoff unit all lined up, and we're ready to put toe to leather. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. They go back to work in the final period of this one. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
Trying play action. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
And this is always the time in the game when coaches are absolutely watching. Like, which one of my guys mail it in and quit? And if you're the quarterback, man, you've been sacked a few times. You've turned the football over. Like, continue to play. Find.
Oh, he's got some space. Seizing an open space, an opportunity all the way inside the red zone. They'll mark it at the 19.
Love the individual effort by the wide receiver after the catch, making people miss, showing you the speed. Now he set up his offense down in the red zone.
They go to the ground. Drives into the defense, and they get him down after a pickup of 3 to the 16. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Sends it back in motion. To the air, it's Diggs. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Razorbacks! The finisher, the exclamation point on that drive. They score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make that big play.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the returner will be brought down. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. They'll start this drive going to the air. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Give to the back. They needed to find enough space and get it moving forward, and they're up to the 22.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
And the Gamecocks have it with a 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Oh, they had the screen all set up on 1st down, and he couldn't make the catch.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Looking downfield, it's Lindsey. Makes the grab, it's Clark. Breaks into the open. Just gashing this defense, a big gainer to the 40-yard line. And another big play by this offense, and if they are playing, not thinking about the scoreboard at all, there's evidence of it right there.
Hey, if there's time on the clock as a defense, stop us, because we're not stopping ourselves. We're going to continue being aggressive. We're going to continue trying to score points. That's the aggressive nature of this football team.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. Got it in the middle. It's Clark. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Well, that helped the completion percentage, but the idea was yards after the catch, and it didn't happen.
Great job on defense, too. See ball, get ball. They saw exactly when that ball was spit out. You saw the defense fly to the football.
Got it in the middle. It's Lawson. There he goes. Gets it into the end zone, but wait a minute. We'll have to check out the laundry on the field.
Offside. Defense.
Maybe a momentary scare for that offense when they saw the flag. It's on, the defense declined, and the touchdown stands. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the 4th.
South Carolina, 42. Arkansas, 21.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
And it was a nice job in play calling, too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
Catch in the middle. It's Ferguson. Turning it on. We've seen this from this sophomore. So dangerous after he makes the grab. The Razorbacks headed quickly to the line.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football.
And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. And the Razorbacks with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Firing to the right, complete. Couple of guys there to get him on the ground. 3rd and short from the 49. Is this 4-down territory? Looking for a man. It's Diggs. Here's a heat. Just had to get rid of that one to save the yardage on 3rd down.
And I'm just not sure where to put the blame. And I know they're going to lose this football game. They've struggled, and he's been sacked. I know he's turned it over and thrown an interception, but they haven't been in sync, and nobody's played really great, and they've got to find an identity on this offense moving forward.
On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Down he goes, and the defense snuffs out this drive with a sack. Really important for a ranked team going into a hostile environment like this one, not to give the underdog reason to believe.
Yes, reason to believe, and don't give the fans reason to get jacked up and excited. Come out early, be in a business mode mindset.
You got to start fast. You got to have a sense of urgency. You cannot come sleepwalking into an environment like this, because if you do and you make some mistakes, this crowd will pounce on you and seize momentum.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. There he goes. Touchdown, Gamecocks. Once he got a step, it was all over, right to the house. They tack a little more onto this lead, and they're on their way to a 3-0 start.
And with that touchdown, man, you're getting excited. As a fan base, you're about to go to 3-0. Like, a lot of things could go wrong to start a season. Everything gone right. That's a great sign for this squad. They got it rolling. Can they keep that momentum, keep climbing up the rankings, and who knows what happens at the end of the year.
And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs, on 1st down, finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points, but they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
Looking to throw, it's Diggs. Under fire. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. It's picked off, and another empty drive.
This is a beautiful situation for the defense. When you're up by 2+ scores and you're in this situation, you know exactly what is coming. It's going to be a pass. They have to, because the clock is their enemy. Great job playing pass, forcing the interception, almost putting the nail in the coffin.
Lets it fly deep downfield. And he's got it in the end zone for a touchdown. This is an absolute blowout.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get conserved, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. That last drive ended with an interception, and this time it's paramount they take care of the ball. Quarterback stands alone, all wide receivers. They'll start this drive going to the air. Hauls it in. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a 1st down at the 37. New set of downs after the completion. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Back to throw, it's Diggs. Under fire. A fortuitous turn of events to keep possession of that one.
The ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep 2 hands on the ball as well. And they're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped on.
The Razorbacks now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. To the air on 2nd down. Using the quick game. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Complete downfield. They convert on 3rd down as he gets it to the 46-yard line. And the Razorbacks will snap it on 1st and 10.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
And the flag comes in as this one falls incomplete. Let's see what the call is.
Holding. Defense.
Defender got caught a little handsy with that jersey, and it'll cost him. 3 yards, first down for the offense after that penalty. On the ground, it's Hunt. On the move is the 30. Down to the 26-yard line before they ride him out of bounds, and this defense is on its heels. Motion from the wide receiver. Looking to throw on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Brown. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. The Razorbacks in a good spot here with second and short. Bears the pressure. Gets rid of it. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
And he just threw that one away. Safe move, didn't see anything, lived to play another play.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast because of the pressure of this defense, and that's why they find themselves down by so much here in the fourth.
And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up.
Got to give the defense credit on that play, taking everything away, forcing the incompletion. Now it's decision time. Fourth and short, and you're in field goal range. What do you do here?
Might as well go big or go home. They need a touchdown, and it looks like they're on their way home anyway. They'll go for it on fourth down. No sign of the punt team as they will go for it and try to move those chains. On fourth down, they'll throw for it. Pocket breaking down. They got him for the sack, and they'll get the ball back after the fourth down stop. Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. When you know you have a team outclassed, the ability to play to that standard and finish with a blowout like this is really impressive.